Hi, it's Sister Gerard. Welcome to our singing time this week. Have you had a busy week? I bet you have. I had a busy week too. But you know, I always love it when we get together to sing. One of the things we need to do before we start singing today is warm up our voices. Are you ready? I bet you know it's time for us to get ready with our bee warm-up. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. Move your shoulders this time. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. Hands. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. And arms up. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. Now you've formed up your voice, and I think it's time for us to get up and do one of our favorite songs. The Lord needs valiant servants to do his work in the latter days. Do you remember that song? The Lord needs valiant servants to do his work in the latter days, to follow the teachings of Jesus and serve his people in a loving way. Are you ready? Take a big deep breath in and let it out. And one more. And let it out. Okay, here we go. We're going to march.
The Lord needs valiant servants to do his work in the latter days, to follow the teachings of Jesus and serve his people in a loving way. I will be his servant and keep my covenants valiantly. I'll stand for truth, I'll stand for right. The Lord can depend on me.
That's right. The Lord can depend on you to be his disciple day in and day out. Think about some of the things that you've done this week to be the Lord's disciple, that he could count on you. Thinking about some things I did, but there were probably a few more things that I could have done even better so that the Lord could count on me. Maybe make that part of your prayers this week. Ask Heavenly Father what you can do so that he can count on you. All right, this month we've been learning the 6th article of faith. Do you remember it? Let's go over it so that we can all remember it together.
We believe in the same organization that existed in the primitive church, namely apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, evangelists, and so forth.
Do you remember when we sang this last time that we talked about what is an evangelist? What is a preacher? And we decided, or rather we know, that our bishop is like a preacher in other congregations, other faiths. And an evangelist is somebody who's a disciple of Christ. Just like these 3 gentlemen are disciples of Christ. And I'm a disciple of Christ. And you're a disciple of Christ. Who are these gentlemen? What? I couldn't hear you. Oh, right. Yes, this is the first presidency. the prophet and his two counselors, Elder Oaks and Elder Eyring, and President Nelson. Yes, they are evangelists for Jesus Christ. So let's go ahead and sing the 6th Article of Faith song again. And now that we know what the words mean, it makes it easier to sing the song because we know the meaning. We believe. All the articles of faith start with we believe, right? Here we go. We believe in the same organization that existed in the primitive church, mainly apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, evangelists, and so forth. Excellent. Great. You've learned the 6th Article of Faith. Now, who can tell Sister Gerard what next weekend is? It's kind of a very special day. What was that you said? Yes, it's Father's Day. Aw, it's a great day that we can make our dad something special to eat for dinner, maybe even breakfast. And we sometimes give our dads gifts on Father's Day, but do you know what the best gift is you could possibly give your dad on Father's Day? A great big hug and a kiss, and to tell him that you love him. Another thing that Daddy would find very special is if you sang him a couple of your favorite Father's Day songs. We're going to sing a Father's Day song now that I really, really like. It's called My Dad.
My daddy is my favorite pal, and I help him every day. It's plain to see I want to be like him in every way. He teaches me that honesty is best in all I do. I'm very glad that he's my dad, and I know he loves me too.
Isn't that a happy song? And you know that song sounds like a bouncing ball. Da 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 da. So when you sing a song like that, you want to make your voice very bouncy and lilty. So you don't want to sing, my daddy is my favorite pal. You want to sing, my daddy is my favorite pal. So it has energy to your voice. Let's try it again. My daddy is my favorite pal, and I help him every day.
My daddy is my favorite pal, and I help him every day. It's plain to see I want to be like him in every way. He teaches me that honesty is best in all I do. I'm very glad that he's my dad, and I know he loves me too.
We have so many great Father's Day songs in our primary book. So if you have that music at home, either on your iPad, on your phone, or maybe your mom or dad plays the piano and they have it, then you can practice some songs for next week. Last time we were together, we sang a different daddy song. Today, my daddy is my favorite pal. So practice some songs so that next week you can give your dad a great big hug and a kiss and tell him how much you love him. All right, last week we learned a song that talked about friends and all the differences that they have. Do you remember? There was a song and it had this really nice Latin beat to it. It was like da 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 da. You remember, Sister Gerard said, cha-cha-cha, 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 cha-cha-cha. Okay, well, today we're going to sing that song again. And guess what? Dominic, my son, is going to come and he's going to help us a little bit today with some of the words. He's going to sing with me. And then we're going to do it 2 times through. The first time, Dominic and I are just going to sing it with the words. And then the second time, we're going to get some of those instruments, like things you have around your house, just like we did last time. You can clink some spoons, or you can clap your hands, or you can get some rice or beans in a container, or some candy, or nuts, whatever you have at your house. Okay, so do you remember this song? Let's go ahead and just do it with the words. Dominic, welcome to Primary Music.
Thank you for having me, Mom. It's so good to be back.
It is so good to have you back. Did you hear our song that we learned a couple of weeks ago? This really nice Latin beat.
I did. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a great one to do together as a family.
I agree, and I really, really like the words. I know you.
And you know me.
Yeah. We are as different as the sun and the sea. You, I know you.
And you know me.
And that's the way that it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Okay, let's try it. Mrs. Music, can you turn on the music for us? Even the birds like this song, Dominic. Can you hear 'em?
They sure do. I know you, and you know me. We are as different as the sun and the sea. I know you, and you know me. And that's the way that it's supposed to be. I help you, and you help me. We learn from problems and we're starting to see. I help you, and you help me. And that's the way that it's supposed to be. I love you, and you love me. We reach together for the best we can be. I love you, and you love me. And that's the way that it's supposed to be.
Oh, that song is so fun.
It is. I'm excited to sing it again.
Good, because we're going to. But this time, I was hoping that you could show us like your little instrument that you made from something in the kitchen.
Yeah, so I went to the kitchen and I grabbed a can of nuts.
That's going to be perfect. And I think I have some spoons that I need to grab. Thank you. Okay.
Well, what are you going to do with those? Hey, that works pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
All right, let's get our beat going.
All right, here we go. Do you have your instrument? Did you run to the kitchen and grab something? Okay, we're ready for the music. I know you, and you know me.
I know you, and you know me. We are as different as the sun and the sea. I know you, and you know me. And that's the way that it's supposed to be. I help you, and you help me. We learn from problems and we're starting to see. I help you, and you help me. And that's the way that it's supposed to be. I love you, and you love me. We reach together for the best we can be. I love you, and you love me. And that's the way that it's supposed to be. Hey!
Oh, that's such a fun song.
So great!
I love that song. I hope you'll do that song again this week with your brothers and sisters at home.
Yeah, do it with your brothers and sisters, mom and dad, even grandpa and grandma if they come by.
Yes. All right, well today we're going to finish off primary music time with an all-time favorite primary song. Can you guess what it might be?
I don't know. Does it have something to do with popcorn?
It might have something to do with popcorn. That's right. I looked out the window and what did I see?
Popcorn popping on the apricot tree.
Woohoo! Let's do it. Everybody ready? Deep breath. Oh, we have another fun guest. Shelby's coming.
I looked out the window and what did I see? Popcorn popping on the apricot tree. Spring has brought me such a nice surprise. Popcorn popping right before my eyes. I can take an armful and make a treat. A popcorn bowl that would smell so sweet. It wasn't really so, but it seemed to me. Popcorn popping on the apricot tree.
Oh, that was wonderful. Well, what a great primary music we had this week. I want to thank Shelby, my daughter-in-law, and Dominic, my son, for being my helpers today and being our #1 primary singers, along with you. I hope you enjoy singing this week and that you march around your house singing all kinds of songs. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye, primary friends.
Bye.